So you may have noticed something, and that something you may have noticed was that I'm doing the news again. I know a lot of you out there, and I want to talk to you about this for a second because this is something that I hope is going to be ongoing. A lot of you out there have missed the 2 Cent Show. Now, I'll tell you honestly, I tried to put that show back together in many different ways, and it just turned out that there was simply no way that I was going to be able to get the same feel that it was in the old days. And that's because, you know, first of all, the music that we used to use, that would all be copyright claimed on YouTube now. There's I don't have a live co-host here with me. Anything that we do would have to be over Skype or Telegram or something like that. But I still wanted to do the news. And so I'd been thinking about it for a really long time. And I want to tell you guys about my plan here is that I plan on bringing you news every day. Now, some days, maybe I'll skip. It depends on if there's any news that day or not, any notable news. However, from now on, look forward to me bringing you news stories on a daily basis and my commentary with those news stories. And I want it to be a discussion. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the news channels, independent news channels out there on YouTube. I want it to be a discussion. I want people to talk back and forth. I want to talk with you, not at you. And we're going to talk about certain things. I'm going to rant about stuff. There's going to be some comedy. One thing I don't want to do right now, I don't want to delve too much into political news. And the reason why is because there are 40 million places that you can go to get political news. In fact, it's hard to get away from political news, even if you want to. You turn on CNN, it's going to be all about the White House. MSNBC, NBC, CBS, all of them. It's all going to be about the White House. I think, my personal opinion, is that people are tired of political news. Not necessarily tired of the news, but tired of political news. They're tired of hearing about Trump. They're tired of hearing about Nancy Pelosi. They're tired of hearing about Jeff Sessions. They're tired about hearing about the Mueller investigation. They're tired about hearing all this crap. And if you want to go and you want to watch that stuff, fine. There are about 40 million places you can do it. I would like to bring you non-political news that's popped up behind the radar that the main news outlets are not covering in many cases. And I also want to do it in the spirit that 2 Cents started out and was always doing. And that is to laugh at the news. There's so much news now that you can pull up and you could be worried about it. You could be anxious over it. You could be angry about it. 2 Cents was always about laughing at the news. And I want to bring that spirit back. And I want to bring it back to you guys every single day. Okay? I want to bring you news stories every single day about different things that happen that I find online. If it's a really big story in politics, then I'll cover it. But unless it's something huge, I'm going to ignore political news because there's a billion places you can go for that. I want to bring up the news that we can smile at, and no matter how ridiculous it is. I want to bring back the news that we can discuss, that we can talk about, that's not so traumatic to think about, or at least to be able to think about it in a non-traumatic way. Now, these will be short news segments, okay? They're going to be short videos, but I'm going to try and bring to you between 1, maybe 4 or 5 of them every day. Just ideas on, bringing up news subjects, talking about them, giving you my opinion on them, throwing some comedy in there so that we can all laugh at it. That is my plan. I know you guys have been waiting for a long time for me to start doing something on the main channel here, and this is where it's going to start right now. There are other plans that I have, and I'm going to share them with you in the future. Bird Box will still be around, still planning on those. In fact, I'm going to have one that I'm going to do here pretty soon, and we'll see how that one works out. But there's also going to be more stuff, so stay tuned to this channel. Even though I haven't done anything in a little while, I'm getting back on my feet from a rather hard summer. And I'm willing to put myself back into this. I'm willing to put my effort back into this and start going back into what I used to do, which was to go into news, criticize news, and to make comedy in places where you wouldn't expect comedy to be, where comedy, I guess, is needed. And I know there's a lot of people out there that they don't understand comedy at all. They think comedy is just disguised hate speech. You know what? Fuck them. Fuck them with a bucket of camel dicks. I don't care anymore. I'm going to be a comic. That's what I am. It's what I've always been. And I'm going to continue to be. I will admit there for a little while, I thought, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't do comedy anymore because people don't know what comedy is anymore. They don't know what humor is anymore. They have no idea what a joke is as compared to hate speech. So maybe I should stop. And I thought about that for about 8.2 seconds. And then I went, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do what I do, which is I'm a comic. I'm going to make fun of things. If you're offended by comedy, bye. I would not recommend that you be here. However, if you like to laugh, if you like to take the worst possible position or situations in life, find the humor in it, because, hey, let's face it, what else are you going to do sometimes? Then stick around, because that's what we're going to do here. And I'm going to report the news to you, and we're going to laugh at it if we can. Sometimes there will be serious news situations that are not a laughing matter, and I will not make jokes about them. For instance, the shooting in Thousand Oaks this last week. There's nothing funny about that. That's a news story that I would have brought to you, but nothing funny. There's nothing humorous about that. So that would have skipped the comedy. I would have just brought you the news on that one. So I think that I'm going to try to do something that you guys will enjoy here. At least I hope so. And I need your feedback. Let me know how I'm doing, what I'm doing that you like, and what I'm doing that you don't like. And I want to read those comments. I want to find out what you think of all this and how I can change to be better. Because let's face it, I've just started. This is my first day doing this. And let's see where it goes from there. But until then, guys, just stand by for the news. There's going to be more of it coming. I'm going to try to put something every day, as long as there's something newsworthy every day. So just hang in there. Binge watch if you want to. I don't care, as long as you enjoy it. And I will see you all again very soon.